Hey, what's up? I'm Kyle. I'm going to be reviewing the course Dom the Hypnotist by Dominique Bertoncini. Bertoncini. I've purchased over $100,000 worth of courses in my time, and I haven't been successful in all of them, but all it takes is one or two skill sets to take you off into the distance. I used to work in an industry that killed me. I worked for 20 to 24-hour days, 7 days in a row, lots of times, and I didn't have consistent pay. I was a freelancer, and it was really rough. But I was desperate for something else. I was desperate to be able to work from home and have my own business. And I actually employed a lot of the things that Dom the Hypnotist employs, like writing down your goals and thinking about your goals and manifesting them in a way, but also rewiring your brain to go after your goals. And so I would write down my goals really specifically, and I would forget that I wrote them down, and then a year later, by the time I hit the goal, I would be where I wanted to be, and I remember like, oh shit, I actually wrote down this exact place I wanted to be a year ago. And so I ended up finding a business model that I've been doing for the past 5 years, and it's changed my life forever. I make roughly like $30,000 a month, and I'd say it's maybe 85% passive because I still have to manage clients. But I'll talk more about the business model I found in just a minute. But hypnotism is very real. I've been with a hypnotist before, and I didn't think it would work on me. I saw a hypnotist because I would get super anxious on planes, and I didn't think I would be able to fall into that hypnosis state, but I did, and you don't even see it coming. If the hypnotist is good, they kind of sneak up on you, and you don't even realize that you're falling into the state. And I had that fear of flying, and they taught me. They rewired my brain a bit in a way to deal with those emotions I get when I'm on a plane, and I've been so much more comfortable ever since. It's really pretty unbelievable because plane flights were a real problem for me. So Dom has a great reputation. I would definitely endorse his course, but and for sale, when it comes to sales and hypnosis, I mean, you learn NLP strategies. I don't particularly do that because my sales are pretty easy. I don't have to. It's not like a long sales process or anything. I'm usually just cold calling and closing people within a week. But a little bit about what I do if you're looking for some way to make money outside of your career and change your life is I build little 1 to 5 page websites for different service industries, and then rent out those websites to business owners, or rent them out the phone line that brings in the leads. So here's an example. So do you need to be a junk removal company in Portland to make a junk removal website in Portland? No, you don't. So I build a website called junkremovalportland.com, and I add 1 to 5 pages of content on it. Some pictures, do a little SEO, which is very easy. There's no coding involved in SEO. It's just like structuring your content and getting backlinks and citations in a way that brings your website to the front page for popular search terms like junk removal Portland, so that people will see your website. So once my website's on the front page, the phone number I have on the website, a little tracking phone number, it starts getting phone calls. And so I had this tracking phone number I have on the website. I could control where the calls flow to and where they route to, and I have recordings of all the calls and so on. So you put that phone number on there. People start calling the phone number because they start seeing your website, Junk Removal Portland, and they start calling for junk removal services. So in the meantime, I let them all go to voicemail. But while the calls are flowing in, I'm calling up junk removal companies in Portland saying, hey, I got this website that's getting a bunch of phone calls for junk removal in Portland. Would you like to try it out for a week and see if it's something you can make some money off of, and then we can work out a deal? And typically they say yes. I hook them up to the calls. Week goes by, talk with them, and close a deal, and I can basically make up any price I want because my website's overhead is really only $15 to $20 a month, and I could charge them $300 if I want, and I'm still making a profit. But I typically charge anywhere from $750 to $2,000, depending on the call volume I'm getting in that city. So if I'm getting like 100 legitimate calls for junk removal in Portland, I could probably charge that person $1,000 a month at least, because they'll be making like 5,000 and I'll be making 1,000. So it works out good. It's perfect investment. So I do that on repeat. I've been doing that for 5 years. I have over 100 sites now, and it's a win-win situation for all my clients and for me. The reason it's 85% passive is because once you've built out the sites, you've done the upfront work. The work after that is really just client management. It's really just decline credit cards, maybe some churn. Somebody doesn't want the leads anymore, so you have to go find somebody else. But that's about it. It's a lot better than working 8 to 20 hours a day. So if you are curious about what I do, I left my email in the description, and I also left a link to a course that I endorse. I highly recommend you click on that link anyways if you want to learn more about it, because there's a bunch of videos explaining how the model works and everything. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested at all, shoot me an email, and I endorse Dom the Hypnotist as well. So this has been a review of Dom the Hypnotist by Dominique Bertoncini, and good luck on your changing your life and making money online adventures.